All right, so we have Florin Brinza in nomination in the Best Web Series category today. Congratulations, Florin.
Thank you very much, Lois. Thank you.
So we have a few questions for you. What made you go into filmmaking?
Well, I feel like, starting to get out of the way is definitely not for the sake of money. You tend to learn that pretty early on in terms of, what it is you can expect. But as far as, my story, I don't feel like it's any bit different from, what you hear from a lot of other fellow creatives in the sense that, you kind of get attracted by this movie magic that stems from Hollywood mainly, and you kind of, try to push to see what sort of things you can get from that. And what I mean by that is, in my case at least, having to analyze all the behind the scenes footage from like one of my favorite films uh, is something that really draw me closer to filmmaking itself and trying to find out, okay, how exactly was it that they, created a certain scene, or what was the actual theme behind it or the logic behind it and how they actually made it done. So that passion ended up with me actually working in the film industry and finding out that to my surprise it's never like a one man job. It's always such a big team of different creatives from different departments that actually end up producing this sort of work. uh, and that's something that I find that I really strive in, as in thrive in, as in like stretching what it is that I can accomplish, not just by myself, but with the help of others, and counting on each and everyone's input into making the best thing that we can, basically. And with filmmaking itself, I found that not only do you have to put in all that amount of work with all your fellow creatives in getting a final product ready, but just the how should I put this? Just the reward of having others see your project come to an end, whether it's like a film screening, or whether it's something you put online. Just that gratification that you get from it, and seeing either people having positive feedback, or coming up with some constructive feedback, or even at a deeper level, connecting with the themes that you're trying to put into the film, is something that it just creates that loop of wanting to pursue filmmaking more and more. And that's how I got into it, and so far that's exactly what I've got out of it.
So that's great. You really enjoy teamwork.
No, I'm a firm believer in not necessarily teamwork, but just having the right people around you to make sure you get the reality check that you need in terms of everything, from from the creative endeavor to the business side of things as well. I feel you can only do so much if you're trying to do it all on your own, which is why with filmmaking I feel like you don't have a choice if you want to grow, but to listen to others and pick the right sort of feedback from other people involved.
Yes, and it's long enough to make a film. If you do everything yourself, it's it's never ending, right?
Yeah, unless you want to end up like Tommy Wiseau. Shout
Yeah.
out to Tommy Wiseau, a genius at work there. But yeah, that's what I found from my experience, at least, that you need to count on that teamwork.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, why did you choose that particular subject for your web series?
Oh, with the stock footage. So
Yeah.
it kind of stemmed from, the whole project started off during the pandemic. So uh, back then, just because I didn't have any sort of creative output, because everybody was just locked at home, I kind of decided, okay, based on the line of work that I was doing at the moment, at the current time, that is, what can I put together at the moment with just what I have available? And that just turned out to be this stock footage. Now, how I ended up with the actual subject was just the brainstorming that came from, thinking about how I can use that stock footage. So initially it was like, okay, well, it's definitely going to be a comedy because there's only so much drama or horror they can get from, generic stock footage reactions. Uh, but as far as how can I make it all make sense, I just thought, well, obviously it's going to have to be sci-fi. It has to be something to do with, another world where all these uh, stock footage actors get to, perform basically for like an imaginary camera for our entertainment in the real world. So uh, coming from, this background of filmmaking, I just thought, okay, is there a chance that I can actually make this into a full narrative other than, you know, just having like small sketches. And fair enough, it just turned into this 6-part miniseries, which, you know, you ended up having to bear to witness yourself. But uh, that's how it came to be, basically. So it was just a matter of, you know, mixing boredom with a desperation to, you know, put something out there, and also, you know, figuring something out in terms of, you know, the footage that I had available. And then I just ended up with this satirical sci-fi, I guess.
That's nice. It's a very creative approach.
Oh, thank you. And I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. It's definitely not to everybody's taste. Let me put it that way, just because of, you know, its satirical nature. Not everybody, you know, tends to digest it as well as others. It's been a whole adventure putting it together, but I'm glad it came out the other side, and, you know, getting to see an audience react to it.
And can you give us a hint about your upcoming projects?
Uh, unless there unless there's anybody out there interested in underdeveloped scripts, then not necessarily, just because at the moment I'm just focusing a lot on screenwriting. I feel like just because I've spent, you know, the better part of the last couple of years working on stock footage and, you know, trying to put all these scenes together in a coherent manner, uh, I've kind of let the screenwriting side of things not be as, how should I put this? I didn't get a chance to focus as much as that. So because of that, I'm really trying to hone back my skills as a screenwriter. Hence why at the moment I'm just, you know, putting all these ideas on paper and trying to figure out, okay, what's the next thing that I want to focus on? As far as what type of project I'm interested in, I feel like I love the idea of episodic content more than a general idea of a film as it stands nowadays. So, you know, either be it something like half-hour segments similar to stock footage, like half-hour episodes, or even, you know, have like some smaller bits and like some sort of shorter bits in that. But as far as content is concerned, I definitely tend to gravitate more towards episodic content nowadays. So whatever, you know, script I'm developing at the moment, I'm trying to spread it across, you know, different episodes, getting like a beginning and a middle and an end for like individual ones, while still keeping in mind the whole story that's revolved around it.
And do you have a website where we can follow you on your projects?
Sure. So the website itself is florinbrinza.com. It's basically just my name put together with .com. It's you're not gonna find you're not gonna find much to it as much as, you know, just a general portfolio of what I've been up to. The reason for the website is just that I really needed to, you know, stand out you know, against all the other Florin Brinzas of the world, probably the three of us. But as far as if people are interested to, you know, reach out to me or, you know, just see what else I'm doing on the daily, they're free to check me out on Instagram, which is my account is florin.brinza. There they'll be able to find, you know, more updated things that I'm working on, or, you know, getting to see photos of my lunch, basically. But that's a better place to go at if they're interested in where I'm at. And obviously, as far as links are concerned, I don't know if you're happy to attach it, but I'm more than happy to also share stock footage. So if anybody's interested to check the description of this video, I'm more than happy to let the others watch it as well.
Yes, of course. You can send me the link and I'll put it under the YouTube video.
Great. Well, you know, hopefully, you know, other people will see the, you know, the satire that I was getting for, but, you know, at the end of the day, just having other people watch it is, you know, a success in and of itself, I guess.
Yes, awesome. So I'll send you the interview today so you can share it with the world.
No,
And
I thank
we'll
you very
keep
much.
you,
That's
of course, and we'll keep you updated about the awards soon. So the
all right.
results will come out in late May this year.
Late May. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
mid-April now. Oh, that's exciting. Eloise, thank you very much again for the interview. It's been a great honor to, you know, get a chance to talk to you. I know there's a lot more you guys are working at the moment, and all I can say is, you know, best of luck on your side. You know,
Thank
a lot
you.
of energy and patience to deal with, you know, all the indie work out there, because God knows, you know, there's a lot of us trying to put stuff together. And yeah, if there's anything else from your side that, you know, you want to ask, but I'm sure you got a busy schedule ahead of you.
Yes, but for now it will be okay. I thank you very much for the interview again, and I'll keep you updated. But if I have any other questions or things that we can add under the video, I will let you know.
Thank you very
So,
much, Eloise. Well, best of luck as well, and have a great day.
thank you, you too. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
See ya.